if you are an artist who wants to get involved in this, don't go and just start painting somebody's business. I would say get in touch with your neighborhood alliance, like for whatever neighborhood you see the plywood art, or try to contact the business owner directly and see if they're interested in working with you and partnering with you. And there's also a couple of creative studios who are linking artists and businesses. One of which is Overall Creative, and you can find them through Instagram and try to get paired with a business. So,
thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And all of these down here are the Pioneer Alliance. Yeah, Pioneer Square Alliance.
I'm with Overall Creative, but I think a lot of these others are with the Neighborhood Alliance.
Nice.
Yeah.
And where is Overall Creative?
It's a woman-run company. They used to be involved in the Urban Artworks project, you know, that did that Soto corridor of murals.
Wow.
You know, along the light rail.
Yeah, and right here, probably too, in Pioneer Square. Yeah. It went all the way down the street. Yeah, and they did the Casca Antigua mural that's over on the other side of Occidental. Yeah, they're great. It's two women, and they usually do like creative services in non-pandemic times, and they've turned their attention to working on these projects. Nice. They did a mural of all the pictures of all the different artwork.
Oh, really?
I think, and it was all
probably.
It was all on the waterfront.
Oh, cool.
And it was for blocks and blocks and blocks.
Yeah, they're involved in a lot of cool stuff for sure. So yeah, I mean, let's keep it up, Seattle artists.
And thank you. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, sure.
How did you get here?
Yeah, Sean dropped me off early today. I guess he was going to holiday.
Oh, that's very nice. Well, see what kind of seats there's. I suppose you know if there's any capital places to do pickup. Oh God, I forgot you're one of them. You forgot. Like you know when you stop. You're gonna leave it.
Well, I mean, if it's counterculture's coffee, it'd probably be okay. Maybe it would be like, I would do like, I just feel like a small bookstore coffee.
A small milk latte. Okay. Small oat milk latte. I think I can remember that. And
I used to work for them.
You've made a lot of progress since yesterday.
Yeah.
This looks really pretty.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful design for a bookstore.
Oh, thanks. I love books. My mom was a librarian, and I read all the time, so it was super fun to design something for a bookstore, you know? I feel passionately about them staying afloat during this time and getting this information out there that people can still buy books from them, you know? I think that our independent bookstores are so important. I'm very sad that the libraries are closed right now.
I know, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why, but I cannot wait for when we can go to the library again, too. Do you go to the library?
I'm an author.
Oh, you are?
I'm a
Okay.
published author.
You get it.
Yeah. My book was at Seattle Mystery Bookshop. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
These guys do publishing. They operate a little bit in the publishing world. They also do printing. They have a couple printing presses. Yeah, they do lots of cool stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow. And you do all sorts of wonderful things too.
Thank you.
You're just really nice, and thank you for telling me about the other company that puts people together to do the murals.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Morning.
Hey Amanda, I'm running over to the cafe. I was going to ask if you wanted anything.
Oh my gosh. You're an angel.
What do you want?
Can I have the same thing you're getting her?
A small, oh wow, what do you want?
Aw, Janet, thank you.
A small oat milk latte?
Yeah.
2 of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds awesome.
All right.
Thank you. More likely to remember with it being 2 of the same order.
Yeah. And that's something you probably would never order.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what it tastes like.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm super excited that Jonathan got the other artist, got Mari to do the end. I think that's going to be really cool.
Oh, cool.
'Cause that would mean that there's as many women painting as men on this block.
Perfect.
Which is really cool.
That's rad.
Jonathan also, I don't know if you know him, but he goes like way back. He did the orange speakers on the old KEXP, like that old logo that everybody kind of has on the stickers now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that is so cool, but I love what he's doing.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold when those clouds come out.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. I feel it. I feel that.
So tell me about your project.
Well, so I'm not a graffiti or spray artist, definitely. I'm more a large-scale painter. So I've done handwork murals in large scale. The first one that I did was on Westlake Avenue North, which is the Seattle Electric building. You can see it across the street from the marina. But yeah, this piece again, I tend to really like skyscapes and ombres with clouds and then graphics pushed forward in sort of a pop-inspired kind of thing. We got a little humor. It's always good to laugh. So that's why I've included my snails, because they seem to make people happy. But yeah, I love color, I love big space, and I don't know, I think of it kind of performatively actually. But yeah, spray's not really my medium. It's more, I like the brushes in my hands, so.
And how do people get a hold of you?
Honestly, word of mouth. I mean, once you paint a big thing, a lot of people see it, and then they're just kind of like, oh, that person, I like that style, and then maybe I'd like it for my building too. So I think it's just a matter of doing the work and then seeing what happens.
And do you mind giving us your name?
I'm Tara.
Tara.
Tara Velan, yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I'll put my tag on the bottom of it when I get a little closer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Amanda.
Yeah, thanks, Janet. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
When do you post your
I posted
shows?
the first little one yesterday,
Okay.
but I make a little movie out of all of them when I'm done.
Okay.
So I'll probably make the movie in a few days for you.
I will go and check it out.
Oh, how sweet of you. Thank you very much.
Of course.
You always do a beautiful job.
Thank
This
you.
is really nice. It just brings bookstores to life.
Yeah. And this is such a, this neighborhood has such a life of its own, such a brilliant vibe to it that it feels good to contribute while it's kind of on hold, you know?
Yeah, I've been here forever,
Yeah,
and I'm shocked to see it like this.
yeah, so dead.
And you guys are the ones that are bringing it back to life.
Yeah, that's how it feels, which feels nice.
Yeah, you artists are reviving our community.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thanks for being on my TV show.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for saying hi. day because I'll be pretty close at that point with the piece. So if you want to get the full piece, yeah.
And give us your name again.
I'm Tara Velan. Nice to meet you.
And you're out here because of the coronavirus and that the buildings are all boarded up because they're all closed?
Yeah, I mean, it's very surreal, honestly. This must be what it feels like to paint a backlot, or what it felt like to paint billboards back in the day, you know, because it's deserted. Basically, the people coming by are the people coming by to take photos, or the owners of the buildings. People have been very grateful because this really keeps it safer down here, but it gives people something to look at to bring them joy, you know, when they're stuck or feel stuck, I think. I know that painting brings me joy, and I feel like it's contagious in a good way. So, yeah, I think that's the reason why I'm out here, definitely.
And this is just one of them, right?
This is.
Yeah.
This is the worst one of all.
You think so?
And you artists are bringing Pioneer Square back to life.
Well, you know, it's really interesting because I'll just work while you film me if that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, Seattle is kind of known for its music scene, right? That's what the first thing people think about, at least in a modern sense, right? Mm-hmm. But it's very clear that in terms of visual art, this city is very, very strong, you know? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know that. So, it's a, watch out. It's a very small silver lining, right? But being able to contribute is a really beautiful thing, right? I was kind of philosophically struggling with this when the COVID came out, right? Because I just kind of stuck in my house doing art, right? Should come up here. And then I got a call from a friend, actually a gallery owner down here, Art Exchange on First and King. And oh, I better put this up just for the, if we're taking video, I mean, you know, we'll be judged by history, right? So my friend Cora Edmonds at Art Exchange, she contacted me a week ago or so and was like, would you help me out in painting something? And I didn't really even know all the other activities that were going on. I've been trying to stay off social media, but this has kind of gotten me back into it in a good way. And yeah, this is when Tara Velan contacted me and the opportunity to paint down here, yeah, you know, a lot of other plans got canceled, so this is a great, I mean, this is kind of a privilege in its own right, I think. The amount of history here is pretty spectacular. And to be able to contribute to it for only even a brief period of time is a very special thing. And as far as what I'm painting really quick here, it is a kind of compilation of different local Northwest fungi. And a lot of people walking by, I like how they don't know what it is, which they're all biomorphic forms. Some people think it's flowers, some people think it's coral. It's the same, you know, kind of fractal-based shapes that I really love. And yeah, you know, I think we're going to have to rethink a lot of how we do life in the wake of the first corona pandemic, and embracing things like mycology is one of them, because Americans are what you call a mycophobic culture. We are afraid intrinsically of mushrooms. We're taught to fear them in a way that other cultures, you think about Asian cultures being mycophilic, very much so, but you also, if you want to go like on the Eurasian side of things, Russian culture, extremely mycophilic. The Nordic countries, I mean, they know how to identify and pick their local mushrooms, very much so. And it's even sources of food, nutrition, and medicine that we need to start embracing, because amongst other things I've heard is that we as a culture need to become healthier. And I totally agree with that. So that's my rant.
Oh, nice. And so that's the idea of this. And you did the art exchange too.
That's right. The art exchange gallery was of a giant phoenix, actually inspired by the famous ukiyo-e artist Hokusai, who also did Great Wave off Kanagawa. And that, I am half Japanese, so I really do embrace a certain visual aesthetic in that sense. A lot of the patterning, I mean, this is my Japanese family crest. It's a way for me to like explore and honor my Asian culture, but I've since taken that initial exploration and gone into a bunch of different kind of techno-futurist and organic directions.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyways, that's what this is. We're going to be here for the next couple days. And yeah, it is just an honor to be able to contribute to all this other amazing art around us right now. And like I said before, it's a small silver lining, but people do need to recognize that the visual arts culture of Seattle and the Northwest is extremely powerful. It's really good. People are very talented here, except we don't talk shit like New York or LA, right? And that's another thing Seattle can get over. Frankly, our strange inferiority complex, because we need to embrace who we are, you know, and stop trying to be New York or LA or whatnot, you know. We have a very, you know, the Northwest is a strange place. They call it the Madagascar of America, right? There's a reason why grunge came out of here, and that's because it was the last musical art form before the internet, right? The idea that a musical style, or any style, could develop in isolation, hence the Madagascar analogy, right? And then grow to extremely strange proportions and designs. That's what grunge was, and it was allowed to flourish just because of the isolation. So we have a strange relationship with isolation here in the Northwest. And in a way, I think we kind of embrace it better than a lot of other cultures. But we also need to get out of our shells, and I think hopefully in the wake of this, we can all get together and take a look at what we've done together. Okay.
And you've done a lot of other projects too.
Yeah, I'm a professional muralist. I've worked with a variety of architecture firms, SKB in Belltown. I've done work for Microsoft and Amazon. And
give us your name.
My name is Wakuda. My name is Jonathan Wakuda Fisher. You can point at the handle there too to spell it out, but it's actually my Japanese family name. And apparently it's a very rare name in Japan. I don't know too much about it, but it's not many Google searches on that. Anyways, Yeah, that's me. I'm always trying to do new things. Some artists just do what they do, and more respect to them. I mean, each their own. I like doing new weird stuff all the time, and for that reason, a lot of people don't even know who I am, which is fine by me.
Your murals are beautiful.
Oh, thanks, but I've never done anything like this before.
And the other one down the street is stunning.
Oh, thanks. I mean,
very nice.
Oh, there's beautiful art all around us, right?
Yeah.
Like there's this these great ducks. I don't know that artist. I was told that was the first one she did.
Her name is Sydney.
Yes, I saw her working.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the goose around the corner is great. There are those sloths by Casey. I don't know if you saw Crystal Barber's work down there. Oh, she's an amazing oil artist. Just a monster in the paint. And we got some more people coming up here too.
Thank you. There's
Leo Shallot, and I'm actually not familiar with the sign painter dude, but he's really good there too. I don't even know all these people. I know a couple of them. And you know, if this brings us together as an artistic community, that's all the better, I suppose, huh?
It's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on my show.
Well, thanks, Janet. Pleasure talking with you.
Pleasure talking with you,
and I'm going to get back to work.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Cheers. I was working yesterday and I had some cans on the ground and I wasn't wearing gloves, and I reached out to grab a can and I touched this thing, and we were guessing it was shrimp, but I'm not sure, and I had to wash my hands immediately after. Point is, it's dirty out here on the street.